Someone once said, it takes a lion to lead lions. They could see the hunt, but never believe in the capture. A young homie taught me to live through his death. For that I give it my all. C notes to the sky. We did it, Note. Yeah.
Yo, tell the truth and set shit free. Keep it 100, bullshit free. My generation built Bellamy, mixed with a fresh prince of constant manner. Crunchy grammar, repping the streets like hammer. I'm too legit. I'm what you get when you mix poverty with opportunity. Keep your bitch facing in my knees so I can't hear her needs. All she believes is I can stroke her like piano keys. Even Theo Huxtable struggled to read, and he managed to succeed. So you can't tell me I ain't clean. Swag on -3 degrees, cold, frosty, icy, rocky, Kawasaki with my mommy. Body look like God's got me. She give me toppy cause I'm poppy. I'm a green light, you can't stop me. This that voodoo from B.I. crew. Put that spell on you, smell like weed on you. Moulin Rouge, Tula crew and Erica Badu. Hold my nuts cause I'm rude, the soul is hungry. Here's your food, I'll never forget the #1 rule. Keep it 100, keep it 100.
I fell in love with hip hop in 1996, 97, 98-ish. I always tell people, I got this theory that you fall in love with hip hop when you become aware of yourself and your surroundings and how you fit in. The artist, group, or album that made me fall in love, it would have to be, definitely had to be The Roots. The Roots, Philadelphia Half-Life. Who's your favorite hip hop artist? Who most compares to you? I like to think I'm unique. That nobody really does what I do. So, Jay-Z. That's it. We'll go with that one answer. It's The Rock. Hip hop has always been a youth movement. So that's where I see B.I. fitting in. They give us they kind of give us a look into ourselves or who we are as a culture. Like, we've always been a youth movement, but now some of us are older, but we still have that youthful energy. So what do we do with it? So it gives us a lane to create.
I first fell in love with hip hop in '96, and the artist that did it for me was Nas when he came out with If I Ruled the World. First time I heard this song, I gravitated to all of his music and hip hop culture. The artist that I would have to compare myself to the most would have to be Tupac, because he was like night and day. He did a lot of hardcore music, but then he also had a softer side.
What year did I fall in love with hip hop? I'd say the late 90s, early 2000s. The artist that made me fall in love with hip hop, I would have to say, is Bone Thugs and Harmony, hands down. So my brother, who's no longer here, used to love Bone Thugs and Harmony, and he used to watch me and play that all the time. Sit me in front of the speakers and like, you listen to the lyrics. Like, he was all about not just the beat, not just because he loved, what they were saying, wanted me to listen and learn, and that's what made me fall in love with hip hop. I have a very unique taste, I think, in music, all in all. And I think I compare myself the most to Janelle Monáe. I love her as an artist. She's kind of, not necessarily all over the place, but I think she shows you all kinds of different parts of her, and her personality and how she expresses herself as an artist and her music, which I think is awesome. When I first listened to the songs, I was like, wow, it reminds me of that time when I fell in love with hip hop. And that part was amazing to me. I was just like, oh my God, it's just that nostalgia. And that's what, a lot of music gives that to you, that nostalgia. You just think about it, it makes you, automatic go back in time. And that's what it did for me. Their beats, the music, the lyrics, the whole sound. It's just, it has that vibe.
How big of a liar is he? This is mental intercourse with force. I'm coming through the speakers, whether it's yes or no. Been cooler than most, even when there's no snow. The government is cancerous and headed by singing thick nose. I'm in the billion, catch me on recline. Most people look fake until they have some wine. I'm far from a prophet, but so many people far from what's supposed to be common. Sensitivity to your faults don't keep a nigga stagnant and common. Embrace the mistakes that you paint to make the picture have character. Keep something small hidden in the way for safety like a Derringer. My nightmares just to outweigh my dreams until I stayed awake long enough to see what that really means. The reason you can't see faces while you sleep, the choices you make later create the features of those a part of that feat. If you don't be a working nigga, never scoff at my executive seats. Just keep me on repeat. And when I come back like Jordan, wearing the 4-5, goodbye. Or you pluck them delicately like piano keys. A villain is a villain through your eyes, whoever sees. I will always love my dog, just don't bring your fleas. Romello from Sugar Hill in my suit jacket. Cohiba cigars and pappy in my cup. But see, no, I pour it up. Assassin when the rapping the sheets. In the streets while they still starter capping. I'm Madonna, the Spencer fabrics in the white tee, still far from average. Hanging with chefs that would love to chop the cabbage. Cape Town savage. Love me, you hate me, niggas was happening.
Seeing all the signs that I cross your mind. So tell me that you love me now. So tell me that you love me now. So let's not waste more time pretending that we're fine. So tell me that you love me now. So tell me that you love me now.
What year did I fall in love with hip hop? I'ma say 88, 89. Going to the skating rink, hearing Rappers Delight, Jam on It, Salt and Pepper, MC Hammer. That's kind of where it started for me, just going to the rink, hearing the music, hip hop music being played. What artist or group made me fall in love with hip hop? I'ma say Bone Thugs and Harmony. Douglas Records Bone came out, heard it on the radio. It's like, what's this? It's different. Guys harmonizing, rapping, never heard nothing like it. I ran, grabbed the tape, put it in, waited. It was on repeat all day when it dropped, but waited. Next go round, caught it, recorded, listening to it all day, the week. And they became my favorite group. What hip hop artists that I most compare to? I'm going to say the late great Jay Dilla. Reasoning for that is, of course, Jay Dilla was producer, but Jay Dilla could hold his own rapping too. I feel the same with me. Those guys are from my era, man. Hip hop in the 90s decade, which I believe is the best decade out there. Cooking show, the cartoon, the TV, films. I mean, the sky's the limit for those guys.
What year did I fall in love with hip hop? I don't know the year, man. Probably, I guess I would probably say 95, 96, 97, somewhere around that time, man, listening to, I think it may have been Busta Rhymes, man. I think that was probably the first person that I recorded a song from listening to the radio and just kept on repeating it and trying to get the lyrics right on the paper just so I can say it word for word. But yeah, definitely Busta Rhymes with the Woo-Ha. But yeah, and that's definitely was the artist who made me fall in love with hip hop. I just wanted to be like, yo, man, I can spit like that dude right there. But who is your favorite hip hop artist and who would compare to? My favorite of all time, man, DMX. Straight up grimy kid, rest in peace, big homie. But straight up DMX, man, one cat who gonna come out, he gonna be straight wild. Straight wild. But while he wilding, hey, Lord, I thank you for giving me the opportunity. Then I turn around and flip around like, hey, yo, shorty, I'm all you need. Come holler at your boy. But yeah, so definitely DMX is my who I feel like I compare to.
Niggas wearing church shoes, I'm the only one on the field wearing cleats. Those that do you wrong make you strong, so when you succeed mentally, make sure that they can come along. Can't think of anything more beautiful than the queen giving birth to the earth. Then we say goodbye eventually as they lay in the dirt. Though it hurts, there's a perk. You begin to value life so much that death is in your planning. And you focus on passing the game like a man. And this life isn't for understanding, it's demanding your place in history before you become history. Let's turn the scars into memories. 1784, there was a city created that was purposely meant to be where I met my first love. So my first dove got hit in the mouth with a snub. Crooked teeth molded my vision of the street. As long as I live, I will never let the ground touch my feet. Let me repeat, as long as I fuck it, y'all don't hit me like Stevie can't see me, brothers. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I shouldn't wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I shouldn't wish I was a kid again. Back in the days. Back in the days. Yo. Bone Thugs and Harmony in the tape deck, heavy repeat, bacon for breakfast, then I hit the streets. Mom yelling me back for the light peak. Or gotta run something like a 4-2 speed, or you in deep before you go to bed, brush your teeth. To seem normal when shots would ring, I would pee the bed, watch the sheets so warm before morning eyes would peep. Me and my brother rotated times at night to sleep, molding young minds to never trust a night's light. So they wannabe jazz playing from my parents' room, futuristically putting music in my head while I lay and I just think they gotta hit shit like a genius, stalk and come and go literally when you blink. Give all praise to my homies whenever we link. Now, yo, you the coldest. Walk so official, call me POTUS. I won't hang you, but damn sure we'll point out where the rope is. My opus is to show the world you can see in darkness if you focus. Real stars in the sky disappear, reappear, we never notice. Dope money, dope cars, bullet wounds, knife scars, all the memoirs of my niggas and it's ill. True shit, we all used to eat off $120 bill. To tell you how I really feel, they don't respect niggas till I see them on a dollar bill. Memories are just a reminder that you swallow life's pill. The darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. I could care less as long as you sweeten my tooth. Babe Ruth was the truth, the Satchel Paige was the roots. So you can have that spotlight, but the aberration is loose. Woo, it's cold when I enter, it must be winter.
How do I see B.I. influence this type of hip hop in the future? Man, they from a couple cats coming from the K, man. They gonna definitely be influential, man. Just from their music style. They're not. I don't even want to call it old school, but it's a sound that we miss. Not just the sound of it, but what's in the lyrics gives you something to say. Oh, I can eat this, or I can use this meat. It's some. I like hip hop now. You know what I'm saying? I'm still a hip hop fan or whatever, or music of today, but it just all of it is just catchy to me. Like once you got a catchy beat, then that's what we're gonna ride to, the catchy beat and then the catchy hook. But me personally, I like to listen to a couple of different lyricists or whatever from time to time. But yeah, so, and then not only that, but the cooking. I mean, I'm definitely gonna get one of them meals one of these days. But from the cooking show to the animated with the kids, some parenting tips every now and then on there, man. Dude, I mean, I'm just music videos. I'm influenced just watching you guys, man. So definitely looking forward to great things coming from them guys, man. But and again, man, appreciate the opportunity, man. Love you guys. Peace.
What year did I fall in love with hip hop? 1992. What group or artist made me fall in love with hip hop? Eric B and Rakim. So 1992, Don't Sweat the Technique was the first album I ever owned, and I used to listen to that album every day when I got home from school. Mom used to either turn it down or turn it off. Just the way Eric B delivered on that, and Rakim delivered on that. Like, just Rakim being an innovator, just his bar structure, his rhyme scheme, his double entendres, triple entendres, his wordplay. Like, he really, I love that about Rob that time, man. He really inspired a lot of artists to step their pen game up. Well, hip hop artists most compared to myself. I'm gonna have to go with Ghost on this one. His unique style, on the mic and off the mic, like really inspired me. Well, being that I grew up with these guys, and I know they're big Nas fans, and I'm a big Hov fan, we don't have the discussion, best lyricist, best rapper, best cadence, best catalog. Just looking forward to hearing what they do next, Nostalgia is a word I heard, and it best describes them right now. That old feeling, but it's also fresh. So whether it's a hip-hop cooking show, whether it's the music, whether it's the animated kids show, I heard it's the animated adult show coming soon. Just looking forward to their progression. And I salute you guys, and I'm definitely representing the K to the fullest, and I love y'all.
I'm from Kingston, city of henchmen. I was taught if you get caught with a sentence, do it with no intention. Snitching is a condition, a king's pigment, undergarments, chain swing from my indigenous. White hypocrites flash their negligence. I feed my kids positivity, wrapped in excellence, cause they heaven sent. Dollars never show your worth, they want you last. Show up first before your body meets
I'm
the
still waiting, but I really want some kids so I can laugh and joke and tell them what I did. I want to care and love them and show them how to live. Show them how to get it, but teach them how to give. Wait, but first, I gotta handle biz. Prepared, this game is like a pop quiz. I'm focused, determined, I'm not concerned with his. A toast of champagne and overflow of fizz. Don't let your troubles take you to the ground. Believe it, you got it. Don't let it take you down.
Jane Pittman in my dreams, it would seem started in the womb, though I didn't know life had adversaries. Always looked in the obituaries, cause I knew bad news meant it was room for someone to become legendary. Buried in the cemetery seems scary, but have you ever felt a body colder than February? No one others will never experience this and never worry. Learn to look further than forward, leave the past in the past, but memory recorded. 5D from the Honda Accords, the tightest little pool that's separated with time through the families. Circumstances can be uncanny, and through love is still there. Pity they never had me. Just lost one of the death is still scaring me, making me live more. The hotel got room on the fourth, I want the whole 5th floor. It's crazy, the first time I was on the boat on a different coast, I rose my glass to Aaliyah, hoping she got the toast. I want number 1, take a number 2 on you niggas. In Spanish, that's a dose. Now it's suede shoes, Armani suits and Benz coupes. In different countries where the resorts protected by military, they just salute. To my fallen friends, I will ball for you.
If I had to assign an exact year or time period to when I fell in love with hip hop, I would probably have to say around 93, 94. This is probably gonna surprise a lot of people that know me in terms of who they think I'm gonna say or the album that they think I'm gonna say, but the artist was Snoop and the album was Doggy Style. And if you came up in around that time, you know how big Snoop was. I would have to say currently, in today's times, the artist that compares to me the most would be Spitter. I see how having a big influence on the type of music I like, as far as making music that I can relate to as an adult pushing 40, still listening to hip hop, because I don't want to hear about coke and moving weight. I want to hear about mortgages and family issues and that type of social relativity.
Cartier kid, remember when my shoes didn't fit? Now I got a car with no roof, so I stay sick. Never embellish, either you got it or you relish. True good fellas, truth teller amongst men. Can't keep a straight face with women. They wanna rain, but here comes the umbrella with propellers. They defeat any niggas, negative endeavors. I don't sit with my back to door, so I see you coming, so the move is whatever. Just because I got on a button up, don't mean I ain't from Kingston where all killers wear his button ups. They push his stomach back like a tummy tuck. Niggas better stop playing with me, you Andrew Luck. Run out her last name when I send the bitch to act like Lorraine. Leave your dick dangling on your range. Niggas ready to kill over a lie when they should be worried about remember when they die. Oh my, the end. The end.